When she says this is her house.
Oh, shut it. This is our home.
Is it?
But this, I bought this.
When she says this is her house.
Oh, shut it.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now they'll change things up. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Taking it right down Broadway. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Shipley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes,
touchdown, Giants! Raheem Mostert with career touchdown number 75. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Hurts changing up the play. From the 39, Hurts. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They run once more with Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Barkley, toss play left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now they'll audible to something else. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
See, it didn't cause nothing to kick a field goal or punt. You got to get greedy and go for it.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Giants first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the press, and he's taken down. back at his own 7. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And now an audible here into something else. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Nolan Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, 43 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.